Welcome back. A country's election provides a window into the practice of democracy. Many Nigerian citizens are of the opinion that past elections were not a true representation of the social construct of the country or of democracy. Some even protested the unfair elections in many ways, resulting to violent killings and riots. And the need for change was not only about the ruling party or individuals, but instead the manner in which the elected representatives were chosen. So you see.
Well said. Well, starting from the internal democracy, even that
is a problem.
Yeah.
So, okay. So now the Independent National Electoral Commission recently unveiled a strategic action plan in its efforts to prosecute more credible and viable elections. They called it a strategic master plan, a strategic plan 2017 to 2021. It's actually the second one. The first was done 2012 to 2016, and many believe that that was the reason why we're able to get consistently improving or continually, is it consistently or continually improving elections as the days went by? So from 2011 to 2015. So
now we're expecting better elections in 2019.
Okay. But today we're going to look at those, the angles highlighted in that strategic plan by INEC. We have in the House. Okay, let me just go ahead. Biodun Shomi is a social commentator. He's in the House. Oscar Nwudu is a legal practitioner and also a social commentator. Thank you for coming. Actually, architect Ezekiel Nyaitok is a Director General Nigeria First Project.
Thanks for having me.
And Dr. Kach Ononuju, Public Affairs Analyst, joins us from our Abuja studio. All right, so gentlemen, let's start out with the legal practitioner. Let's start with you. You've seen or read or heard about this strategic plan. Now, you see, I use a different seen or heard or read. So whichever one you fall in. What's your take on this plan by INEC?
First of all, let me congratulate INEC for thinking. Let me also say I'm not expecting much. The reason is this. I want to give a background to our discussion. As far back as the year of our Lord 1922, the Governor General of Nigeria then, by name Sir Hugh Clifford, he made a statement that should be challenging all of us. He said, "I doubt the ability of the Nigerian to rule his country." 1922. 50 years after, our own Right Honorable Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe says it hurts him to want to agree with anybody who says the African is incapable of taking care of his own affairs, that he would have fought such a person before October 1st, 1960. But from events he has seen around Africa, and painfully Nigeria where he comes from, it seems that the politicians are yet to learn. So it's not about, and then where does it all start from? From the elections. That's where it starts from. A situation where some people, those who should be managing our elections in Nigeria, should, number one, be the most patriotic of Nigerians. And that is why anytime you bring anyone in, first thing he tries to do is do something about his image. The only man who came in with an image was Atahiru Jega. He came in and everybody was eulogizing him that this is a great man. We saw how it ended. Now check what has been happening to every chairman of INEC. Well, before he became INEC, and now that is, maybe they are planning to move from independent National Electoral Commission. That's where they're going to, but I think before now, they are still in inconclusive National Electoral Commission. The truth is this: we don't have problems with laws in Nigeria. What is clear is that whenever the law is moving towards implementation, there is always an accident on the road. So I'm not going to get excited. You've come up with reform. I'll tell you a little story. When Maurice Iwu was chairman of INEC, he came out with he's a brilliant man. He came out with a fantastic idea, and he went for presentation before the then president, Olusegun Obasanjo. Olusegun Obasanjo invited a few people to be with him. By the time he finished his presentation, they were clapping. And one of the leaders of PDP then asked him that this thing is wonderful, but how will it make us win? And the man said, who is us? He said, we, PDP. The guy said, no, it's not about PDP, it's about the country. He turned to the head of state and said, okay, this thing don't go work. Maurice Iwu's great idea was thrown away. Some people now suddenly went somewhere in the archive, picked a few of those things, and they're on television. We've come for reform.
Okay, Mr. Ondoye, thank you. We would take a moment and we'll come back. The rest of us would weigh in on this matter. Please don't go away.